in Gabon. Now, with a musk bull like this, he might walk right up to the vehicle and give us a bit of a head shake and some trouble, but don't worry. See how he's got his trunk resting on his tusk. He's trying to show a little bit of nonchalance. Now, you might have seen videos and things of elephants touching people or touching trackers and vehicles. Now, as amazing an experience as it is, it's not a very good experience, because I'll never let an elephant get that close. If I feel he's coming too close, yes, big boy, hello, what you want? So if he tries to smell the vehicle now, I'll stop him. Yes, you're very big, full of nonsense as well. I'm watching you. So, see, don't misbehave. Yeah. So again, he was about to touch the front of the vehicle. I immediately stopped him. So he's probably not going to do anything, but the chances are, especially on a vehicle with a lot of people, someone moves a little bit too fast, it can go badly very quickly. And as bad as it is for the people, they normally just get a fright. The elephant just touches the vehicle. Unfortunately, often in those cases, the elephant becomes deemed a problem elephant, and stop it now. See, he's not actually serious, he's just showing off. So he's feeling a little bit embarrassed after I told him off earlier. So now he's trying to save face. So there's as I said, very important reason why I don't let elephants touch my car. Don't come behind me. Yeah, I'll smack you. Exactly. Walk away. So it's just in case that if that elephant comes up to someone else who's not as experienced, they might do the wrong thing at the wrong time. And that could lead to a very sad end for the elephant, because they get deemed as problem animals then, and in certain cases destroyed. So now he's going to destroy the bush. See, he's looking a bit sheepish now. And now here he's only about, no interest in eating that. He was just showing us he could destroy a bush. Now he's thinking about turning and giving us a head shake. You can see his foot is off the ground. Before you even think about it. So he's trying to get behind me, which I'm not letting him do. Now, this is learnt behavior from people. What he's showing at the moment, he's used to people driving away from him when he does that. So this is very much learnt behavior, and it actually causes a bit of problems. So people drive away fast, rev their engines from an elephant, and it actually teaches young elephant bulls to chase vehicles. So I'm busy giving him a bit of schooling at the moment, and there we go. Now so I'm not letting him get behind me to try chase me. So yes, you, full of nonsense. So again, it's very important to read the elephant behavior properly. So I could already see that he's been taught some bad habits by other people. He could have very easily developed those in the Kruger National Park, where people are allowed to drive around themselves. And again, it's all funny when he's a young bull like this, but when he weighs 7 tons and comes charging down there, people tend to get a bit silly and scared, and that's when accidents happen. And he's a very nice little elephant bull, so we don't want anything bad to happen to him. So we just got to give him some holiday lessons. Yes, there we go, from Final Control, like summer school for elephants. How to behave around a vehicle. Don't you? He's so sneaky. So he's trying to get behind me again. So as soon as I make sure he can't get behind me. So again, this is a very, very, very clear case of how he's learnt to chase vehicles by people driving away as soon as he gets behind them. You can actually smell that must. You can smell must on an elephant, that heightened hormonal phase. There we go, you can see. I'm not sure, it could be a birth defect, it could be from botfly larvae, flesh-eating botfly larvae. It's difficult to say. Yes, throw the tree, you are very strong. So So this is the equivalent of an early 20s man showing everyone how tough he is, but then as soon as someone shows them that they're actually tougher than him, he slinks off. Yes. Now, of course, if you are driving around the Kruger and stuff like that, and you're not sure about elephant behavior, you should never ever get as close as we did. So I mean, I could see what he was up to from the very get-go when he pushed his head into the gori bush when we were driving past him. Now it's very important for me not to drive off here now. I must wait for him to move off to realize that he can't chase me, and his behavior is not what has affected me moving. I've actually left because I want to leave. And there we go. You can see he's secreting from those glands on his face. Now that is one of the signs of must, but it can also be stress or other things that cause elephants to secrete there. But the fact that he is pouring must out of his penile sheath, it means that it's almost certainly the temporal glands secretion is almost certainly from the must. You can see how wet his eggs. I said he can lose 60-80 liters of fluid in a day. So musk bulls tend to have to drink quite often. And as I said, at this age, he's probably not going to get a chance to mate. He's still a little bit young. Now, the amazing thing about elephant must cycles is they depend on areas. There we go. Let me just say, so the most incredible thing is, what we found probably end of summer is when we see the really big, massive elephant bulls in must. And the younger, smaller bulls, their must cycles tend to be outside of that area. And you'll find this is probably the time where the least females are in estrus. Now, coming out of the dry season, so there is nutrients about, but not that much nutrients. But the most food available is going to be right at the end of the wet season. And that's when the most females and dominant females seem to come into estrus. And so the male's must cycle fits in with that. Now, Michael was wondering, what is the best way to deal with a must bull on foot who won't stop a charge? Pretty much exactly what I just did, but on foot. I'd walk up to him, I'd clap my hand, say, stop it, behave yourself, whatever you do, don't run. And I mean, I've had elephant must bulls stop at 2-3 meters from me. If I run, as if I'd driven away, he would have chased. You've just got to stand your ground with him. And you can see now, I'm still not convinced he isn't trying to sneak attack us. Now, that is quite a common thing. He's trying to wait for us to turn our back on him. There we go. But we haven't yet. Stop it. But he's heard the other game drive vehicle. I think he's decided that he's not getting away with any nonsense with us. Fortunately, he's been sidetracked by a nice fresh bunch of buffalo thorn shoots. Now, in a lot of places, certain people think it's nice or exciting for the guests to be chased by an elephant. And as I say, a lot of that behavior, not this time, most of the time it'll be 100% fine, but there's that one time when the elephant's in a bad situation. So there we go. There we go, he's off. He's moving off towards the other vehicle. The other vehicle will hopefully have moved away. Now, as I said, we will leave on our own terms, not because he's made us leave. So I think he's had enough school for one day. And we watch his great grey bottom heading towards the north. Okay, well, let's carry on. It's only our third mammal, but it was a wonderful sighting. I haven't had such a great elephant sighting in quite some time. So there we go. Elephant's gone out of low range, making sure he's not turning around to think he can sneak up on me. No, he's fine. Let's go back to Taylor to see what she's up to while she